Okay. I suppose there's nothing else to do with the tent. And that is the end of the cave system. So, out we go. Alright. So, yeah. That's, you know, like I said, progress has been made. Are these Ruby's footprints? I think there might be, actually. Okay, alright, let's head out. Is this container just empty? Oh, it's stairs, of course, yes. No, I got caught out by that last time. Alright, down the stairs. Okay, so we had the saber, didn't need to use it. Still haven't found any bullets for a gun, though. Alrighty. So, let's have a look at our tasks then. Yeah, it's just Laputa Madre's peon and return to the Willing of Rags. We still have not actually found the murder weapon. That would be the key piece of evidence. Who has it, assuming it hasn't been, you know, dumped, and who would have access to it? You know? So, yeah, it's like... So, initially, before today, I was thinking, oh yeah, it's totally Ruby, because there's no reason an innocent person would try to run away from the law. But with this new added context, it makes more sense why they would be trying to hide. So, in terms of unexplained things, there's the third mercenary, which we knew about and have not yet met or found. And, ooh, actually, just thinking, do we want to tell Joyce about what happened? Probably? I mean, the thing is that I don't exactly know how Ruby will escape. Chances are they're just, you know, off-screen, therefore... Ooh, hello. Those are footprints. Huh. Okay. Right. I'm sorry, I got distracted by there being footprints in the snow. I was like, are those Rubies? Because it does kind of seem like they were leading in that direction. But yeah, Ruby can make her way out of the game through whatever means she wants, like going down to the southwest and just saying, yep, I'm gone through the barrier, you'll never catch me. But that's only on foot, she can't drive anymore. Can we talk to Joyce?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Oh, nothing to say. Okay. Never mind then. Again, it's one of those things that we probably should keep to ourselves, because I don't think Joyce would necessarily have anything to help us with Ruby. But, you know, they might be able to pull strings for certain things later on. But yeah, so in terms of unexplained things, there's the third mercenary. There is now, according to Ruby, the Death Squad. So there's a blonde guy who's Chipper, there's a brooding something or other, and a woman in uniform. And the blonde guy, I don't think I know. I mean, brooding something or other is kind of generic. Like, it could describe Vikmer, it could describe anyone.
Stop. Just up ahead. Danger.
Oh.
What you have isn't enough. You'll need more firepower. A ranged weapon.
I have a gun, but I don't have a bullet.
Statistically speaking, sabers have proven to be rather ineffective against advanced military technology.
What am I supposed to do?
Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand.
Okay.
Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pockets.
Huh. I'm not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead. I prefer hand-to-hand combat. I mean, for my character, like high reaction speed, high hand-eye coordination, I can make this better with a skill point. I don't know whether, like, what would, yeah, hand-eye coordination is the gun. Reaction speed is, you know, hand-to-hand combat. Then what is actual physical stuff? Endurance, maybe? Physical instrument is the muscles. Yeah, I don't know. I think probably want to stick with ranged combat because it's just safer overall. I'm not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Alright, well. Thank you, Inland Empire, for letting me know what's about to happen. Let's make sure we got that pistol on. And I can only imagine what would happen if you didn't actually manage to recover the gun.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable.
Right, I don't actually know how you would sheathe it, but also have it equipped. Because surely equipping it is taking it out. I've been told different things from different people. Also, I can't equip items mid-conversation either, so I think I have to have this on now. But I'm gonna make a save, because I want to get that right. Because, yes, you should only pull your gun out if the chances of making sure that there's no other way to avoid using it, which is correct, obviously. But again, I don't have a bullet, so I can't use it either way. And I'm not even sure where I would have been able to find a bullet, other than maybe one that Ruby had, but it doesn't fit the gun I have. Bit of a weird one. Okay, well, saber equipped, gun equipped. Let's find out.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Fortanea. Okay. Oh, there's the mercenaries. Oh, huh? Alright. Let's just evaluate what's going on. There's the Hardy Boys on one side. There's the Strikebreaker, Cortanea, Ellis. There's the female mercenary, who we've not seen prior to this. And then there's someone in full gear on the left-hand side, just above my webcam. They seem to be wearing a helmet, as well as having the ranged rifle. Cortanea's got a pistol. I can't see what the woman... But, okay, things are going down. And yes, you need to have the gun out, because they've got their guns out.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right? Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. There's something very wrong with him.
I'm also glad that I've got the breastplate and the gloves. I don't have the boots, but the breastplate's the important thing to have, like, bulletproof armor. There's something very wrong with him. Say he's dangerous or say nothing. I mean, he's dangerous. This is just me saying it to Kim. Shh. Okay, the lieutenant raises his left hand.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
Her tone is frighteningly emotionless, and this is DePaul.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses.
10 o'clock in the
You
morning?
won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Can they even reload their guns fast enough to do that?
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Oh, and I've just noticed Gart's on the balcony of the Willing in Rags all the way on the right-hand side.
Peaceful.
Rude Honkloven. It sounds like the armored figure is weeping.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
A third mercenary. That's a good point. Because, yeah, how did... They never said there was more than 3 mercenaries. The lieutenant points to the helmeted figure.
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all. Heavily armed.
We're out of time. This is... What do we do? The big one's the mercenary at the gates, the scab leader. Stop. This is the police. Get between them. Let's walk away for now. Well, no, we can't walk away, because this is directly what we are here to try and solve, I feel like we have to sort of come up with a plan of action before we try and attempt anything. So, what do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Right. The big one's the mercenary at the gates.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
I thought we just said the armored one's the most dangerous.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
Okay. We're out of time. This is... Stop. This is the police. Let's walk away for now. So yeah. Don't get involved. Actively try and stop things. Not sure what we're out of time this would do. If I say this, I feel like it would cause things to progress. So I think we need to say this and say, we need to get ahead of it. So stop, this is the police. Get between them.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backward.
Pig, fuck!
I can see you're drunk. One wrong move and I'm taking you out. Easy now, no one needs to die here today. Say nothing, cross your arms. Okay. Easy now, no one needs to die here today. Yeah, I think, try and settle things.
No, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
She doesn't seem to understand the severity of the situation.
Yeah, I mean, if you've pulled a gun out, shots are going to be fired. And I've got someone asking, what is this game? This is Disco Elysium. This is this is the climax of the game, essentially. From, I guess, like 60-odd hours of doing a text-based adventure game, point-and-click investigation. We're trying to find out the murder mystery. We are actually getting to the, like I said, the climax of making sure that people don't die.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, do it.
Okay, this is a tricky decision to make, because Kim said go for Cortanea because he's the leader. The other guy has full armor on, so I don't even know if trying to shoot him would even work. Alright, let's see what our motorics check gives us.
Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you.
Shoot who?
No, wait. It's good you have that gun. It really is. Just soften him up first. Present an argument.
I don't know, Rhetoric. That doesn't seem like it's the right thing to do at this point. Yes, don't get her killed, I love her. I will try not to, but I don't know whether it's possible to stop that at this point.
Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out first. Get under his skin.
Okay, so we've got two different thoughts giving us a talk first rather than shoot and ask questions later.
I don't know about this getting under his skin. What if he gets under yours? I'm barely keeping your hand from trembling here.
Okay. Who is that? Point to the man. I didn't know you had a third guy. Listen, they didn't do it. You're all drunk. Look at yourselves. Well, it is 10 o'clock in the morning. The Wild Pines rep does not approve of this. Rhetoric, challenging 12, think of an argument we know about Downwell. Suggestion, formidable, talk about the hanged man. Name Ellis Courtenay, he was fostered and had blue eyes. Whereas Classier, she can explain this. Hand-eye coordination check of legendary 14, shoot Courtenay, distracted by memories. Stand there quietly and hope nothing happens. And yes, they are indeed being very dramatic, but yeah, this is a dramatic point. Okay, so I have two very high chances of passing things, so I can think of an argument and talk about the hanged man. So, would suggestion actually help? I don't know. Right. I don't know about this getting under skin. What if it gets under yours? Get under skin. I feel like, yeah. Let's get a bit more info. Who is that? I didn't know you had a third guy.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer, Hohen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out.
What was that, Rude? The killer? Okay, let's just keep talking. No one needs to die today. What was that? Alright, the killer?
The gunner. The raddest. The killer.
He points to the... Oh, so... Yes, he's the gunner, the woman's the raddest, and the armored guy is the killer.
What do you think he does?
I don't know.
There, on the rim of Owen Clerven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21.
Count the figures, he kills, tends to the stables. You think you're real tough, huh? This killing is meaningless. I'm a killer too. Good, I kill killers. Point to your chest. Let's count the figures. Let's see how many people he's actually killed.
About 50 little stick figures, all of them black, plus 2 little white ones in the end. These men served in Seminine, the native islanders. The 2 little white figures in the end are from when they moved to Revachol. They're recent.
Kills black people almost exclusively. I'm a killer too. I kill killers. Killing means meaningless. Ooh, okay. So, the point of this conversation is to get under their skin. So saying killing black people almost exclusively is the goal of this conversation. I don't really like any of these other ones, because this is not taking the situation seriously. This is, well, it's trying to appeal to their better nature to say that killing is meaningless, but that they don't care, they're mercenaries. I'm a killer too is something that they might not know, but I guess that's kind of a given for someone to be a police officer for almost 2 decades. Good, I kill killers is being too brash and overconfident. So let's try the top one.
That's right. Plenty of kips here in Revachol, too.
T, let's fucking do it.
The man presses through his teeth, his hand is on his belt. Okay. I feel like if I try talking any more, something is going to happen. So let's talk about the Hanged Man.
Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
I knew you weren't a goddamn scab leader. Who are you, Corty? Okay. Who are you, Corty?
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
So, related to Ellis, then? He points at the willing in rags.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click, softly. Click, click, click. The realization comes to you, like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raoul Cortiner. The dead man's name is Elise Cortiner. He's brothers with the deceased.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer, we're all sentenced to death by lead.
Cortiner, I know that name. His parents left him in a fucking leaf compactor. Listen, you're Lely, everyone says good things about him, he was a talker. Revachol, 41, that really happened, didn't it? He had blue eyes, didn't he, your colonel? Your colonel did not deserve to go out like that. I promise I will find his killer. Cortiner, I know that name.
He sways from left to right, inspecting you.
Raoul and Ellis Cortiner. Look at him in the eye. I'm sorry about your brother, Raoul.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck.
Yeah, so, you know, foster brother, adoptive brother, whatever. You grew up with him.
Beaten by a foster parent or someone on the farm.
And then went to the same military academy, the same unit, and the same war. You were foster brothers, I know that.
You don't know shit. That's Corporal. Why don't you?
He turns to the radio officer on this right.
You lost him. Quick. Don't let him finish the sentence.
Alright. Okay, yeah, we gotta be quick on this. Your brother did not deserve to go out like that. I promise I will find his killer.
Find his killer. Cop. His killer stands right there, shitting his pants, and you're standing in the way, protecting them. I know what this tactic is, Silo-san. You're gonna die for them. Right here.
He stares at you, eyes pink from the alcohol, fingers tapping the pistol.
This did nothing. You think you were onto something? You just wasted time. Please, act.
They didn't do it, you're all drunk, the Wild Pines rep does not approve of this. Think of an argument, shoot Courtenay. Because this is a red check, I feel like this must be a way to resolve it. Because otherwise it wouldn't be a red check. So, think of an argument.
Alright, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenner would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. Really, none of this looks like it's going to do anything but piss him off. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Just a question, who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel? Fresnel does not give you the right to conduct a tribunal. You were called Downwell once, what happened? Gulp and say nothing. Oh, okay. Who's in charge of the unit doesn't really matter. It will pass to one of them, probably Raoul, hence why he is now the leader. So who cares about this, right? Fresnel doesn't give you the right to conduct a tribunal. Also, they don't really care about that. They're doing this because they have the opportunity to. So, again, they don't care. I care. I mean, it might convince them, maybe, but I'm not sure. You were called Downwell once, what happened? This, I feel like, is more insider info. And that's more likely to make them pause and think about, oh, he knows more than we think he knows. And Gulp and say nothing is obviously just giving up. So, I'm gonna go with this. You were called Downwell once, what happened?
What always happens when you get good at your job? That name meant night raids. Fucking extrajudicial funky time. Burn villages. Shit. It sounds bad on the radio.
Sounds bad either way.
The same thing happened when we were called whatever the fuck it was. Probably won't be called Crenel for much longer, either.
He looks around.
Not after this shit.
Okay, it's not much. But he's thinking about something else. And his hand is off the gun. This did something. Now fire. Fuck them up. Do it. The muscles on your back tense up.
Well, I've been trying to avoid the act first and think about it later thing, so let's see what this check does.
Easy now. Tell them these men didn't do it. There's a peaceful way out.
Okay, so they didn't do it, you're drunk, the rep doesn't approve it, whereas Classier, she can explain, shoot Courtenay, we got him talking, stand there quietly and hope nothing happens. Okay. Because we got him talking, this might be a way to actually stop the firefight. We can make hand-eye coordination a little bit better with our skill point, so we could get up to 80% chance of shooting Courtenay. So it isn't going to be shooting Roux, because again, he is in full plate armor, ceramic armor. So the thing is that rhetoric check was easy and physical instrument check was medium. I feel like with this being the climax of the game, the rhetoric check would have to be easy to be able to talk through things. Because I can't imagine there is no way out of this without talking through it. So let's try. The men didn't do it. They didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did?
Oh. I need a little time to figure this out. I think it was Titus. It was Classier. Ruby. It was me. It was someone else, someone who's not here now. So you can get to point the blame on whoever you want. He's not going to accept, I need time to figure it out. And now, because everyone's here, they're all accounted for. The third mercenary, the female, and another mercenary, the killer. So the killer is actually the unexplained person, because they did not say that they had a squad of 4, they had a squad of 3. And that was backed up by both Joyce and Evra, I think. But that's the important thing, is I think. No one has ever mentioned Rude. We came with a death squad of 4, according to Ruby. And that was a blonde guy. Obviously, we can't tell who the guy is in plate armor, with the ceramic armor. A brooding something or other, that could be Courtenaire, and a woman in full uniform, but what is armor uniform? Does that count? It's not quite the same thing. We can't say I need time to figure this out, because he's not going to give us that time. I don't think it was Titus, because, you know, that's just giving them Titus as a scapegoat. I don't really think it was Classier, because it wouldn't really make sense for her to do it, right? Like, what motive does she have? Ruby has the motive, and an unexplained 15 minutes, but then that, you know, 50 minutes is nothing in the grand scheme of things. So we've been kind of convinced that it isn't Ruby. No one heard the gunshot is the main point. You could say it was me, and that was just a way to kill yourself out of this. Sure. I think it has to be, it was someone else, someone who's not here now. The fact that no one heard the gunshot means that the gunshot was not in audible distance, which would imply that it's a long-range rifle, which could imply it is Rude, or it could imply someone else. But that's the problem. If it is Rude, then they are here. So... well, anyway, we'll go with this. It was someone else, someone who's not here now.
How fucking convenient.
He gives you a drunken stare, then puts his hand on the gun.
His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
Ooh, a lot of people could have gotten to that roof, like Garth, the cafeteria manager. Oh yeah, blame Garth. Actually, they are here. Point to the enemy. It was one of you. I've changed my mind. I can still change my mind, right? So, no. No, I can't. How much do you hate Garth? Do you want him to get shot? Actually, they are here. Point to the enemy. It was one of you. So this is the one we actually want. If it is indeed Rude, as the unexplained person, then yes, it was one of you. And this is assuming that we're pointing towards Courtenaire as the enemy. So let's do this one. It was one of you.
One of us? Saying we? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now? Huh?
There's a dangerous gleam in his eye.
How about the killed? Go ahead. Tell me you fucking killed our own colonel one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who...
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her.